What is up, everybody? Solomon here. I hope you guys are all having a great Sunday. I'm going to get real quick into this. I'm not going to make this a long, drawn-out video. I'm going to discuss what everybody knows is supposedly going down tomorrow with XRP. Real quick, if you see any scam ads on this video, please do not participate in those. This is not for entertainment purposes only, but I am also not a financial advisor, so please do your own research. Okay, so tomorrow, if you are not aware, there's a Telegram group out there that is basically stating to buy and hold XRP February 1st, which is tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. When I posted about this on this post, you'll see there was like 45,000 members. Now there's about 193,000 members. My thought process on this, very much so, I'm not a supporter of it. I really don't care if you like that opinion or not. Mainly because I don't trust people on the internet. And I don't believe that out of those 183,000 people, everybody's going to buy and hold at the same time. There's a few different situations that could occur whenever this happens. Number one, an exchange would shut down. I've seen people post that one of the situations that could potentially happen is the banks and the SEC says, screw it, we're just going to let XRP go to 4 digits. That is the dumbest opinion that I've heard, I think. Who knows? Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe I'm the idiot. Maybe XRP will be $1,000 and the SEC just says, no, we're fine. We're going to drop the lawsuit, everything else. So my stance on this is I'm not supporting the XRP manipulated pump. I will certainly look to capitalize on it, though, if it works. And that's true. I've always been honest with you guys. My opinion does not have to be yours, and I'm sure it's not. I'm sure that I disagree with 183,000 other people. Probably not the easiest thing to say on a video. Probably will get a lot of dislikes on this video, but that is fine with me. I could care less. I'm not here for likes. XRP does not need a manipulated pump, in my opinion. It needs clear-cut regulatory clarity. I am supporting, and I'm very much so supportive of, I think you guys know that, supportive of the dam breaking once that regulatory clarity occurs. And it will not be an 8x pump like Doge or whatever manipulated a pump happens or may happen tomorrow with XRP. XRP's utility pump will shake the foundations of global finance. I think that's pretty apparent. Now, I posted about Doge in the past here. I'm going to continue to talk about the XRP thing in a second. But if you're not aware, Doge was like right around 0.007 cents, okay? On the 26th of January. 27th of January, it pumped all the way up to about 3.5 cents. The day after it pumped, I believe this is incorrect. It's not 6 cents. I think it hit around 8 cents. I saw, my wife showed me, things from her Facebook saying people that she was friends with saying to buy Dogecoin at 7 or 8 cents. That's just not the way that you do these things. You try to invest in things prior to these things taking off. If you're chasing these pumps, it is a dangerous game, in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm certainly not your financial advisor. Maybe you're in a completely different mindset or fiscal situation than I am. But I don't plan on chasing a pump. When you announce something like an XRP manipulated buy and quote unquote hold, however many days prior to it occurring, do you really think that there's not people buying right now? A lot of people, probably whales buying right now, with triggered sells that are supposed to be occurring if XRP hits a certain price. Now, I'm not saying that this is not going to be somewhat successful. I have no idea. It is what it is. I've already posted in my Patreon exactly how I went about whatever this is going to be, which is risky inherently anyways, but it's not as risky as trusting 183 or 184,000 other people to buy and hold without who knows who is going to be dumping, or who knows if people that are in this group, which I'm sure there are, common sense would tell you that there's people that joined this group that bought as soon as they saw this announcement with plans to dump XRP back on the community. Now, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and knock people for doing this. It's just extremely dangerous in my opinion, and I'm not going to personally support buying and holding at the same time as 184 or 183,000 other people if that's what actually is occurring. It just doesn't make sense. I would never do that from an investment perspective. I would never do that from a support perspective of any asset that I supported anyways, because I don't believe that manipulating the market and manipulated pumps are the way to support an asset for long-term growth and utility. I think that the whole thing, in my opinion, is I don't know. I don't even have the word for it. But the Wall Street Bets thing obviously inspired this. This is the XRP bully stating, the buy and hold XRP Telegram group is a community-driven group and is in no shape or form associated with Wall Street Bets. The XRP Buy and Hold Telegram group strives to educate about technology and provide a community-driven platform where people can come together. Okay. And follow a movement. We are organizing events, however, we are not financial advisors, nor do we guarantee anyone joining the XRP Buy and Hold Telegram that they will financially benefit from investing in XRP. To the contrary, investing in XRP is associated with high risks. We are not advising anyone to follow or act on the events created in this group. Doing so will be at your own free will. Okay, they organized a group. This dude organized a group stating buy and hold XRP at 8:30, whatever it is, tomorrow morning. The actual name of the group is telling people what to do. So this is the most idiotic statement that I think that I've seen in this space in a very long time. So that's my opinion. Maybe you feel differently. Doing so is at your own free will. The XRP Buy and Hold Telegram group is not looking to manipulate the price of XRP, but rather bring awareness to the utility of XRP. If he understands how these market works, if you've got 183,000 people buying, the first X amount of people, assuming that this works for this group and they actually do bring the price up higher, which is exactly what the purpose of this group is. It's not to buy and hold at the same price, because not everybody is going to be buying and holding at the same price. The first person, I'm not saying the founders of the group did this, and I could really care less if they did. I'm not associated with this group. I'm not associated with this Telegram. My first thing would be, I wonder if anybody associated with this group, again, not saying that they did, are buying earlier than the actual date here with the intention to dump. And then they'll be like, oh no, but I did participate in the group too. I bought and held on Monday, whatever. Yeah, this is certainly in an attempt to manipulate the price of XRP. That's the way that these exchange buys work. You're not going to have everybody being able to buy in at the same price. And what's going to happen if they do succeed is going to be the exact same thing that happened with Doge. You're going to have people that have no idea what they're doing in this market whatsoever, and they're going to see the price going up because it's not buying and holding. It's buying, and if that many people buy, the price is going to go up. You're going to have people to get screwed. You're going to have people that are buying in XRP, assuming this works, at higher than sustainable levels. And the market's going to dump. And I really, really am concerned about some of the founding members of this group. And, as shitty as it sounds, maybe some of the people that have been supporting this thing that are very high on the totem pole from a quote unquote influencer standpoint, it is what it is. This is just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. I am literally a dude on the internet. I don't do this to entertain you all. I do this to try to make you all aware and try to inform people to the best of my ability. My abilities might not always be right. I might not always be right with my opinions, but at least I'm going to tell you my honest take on it. Sitting there thinking that 184,000 people are going to buy and hold, and that none of those people, none of those 184,000 strangers that you don't have any idea what their intentions are on the internet are going to do the same thing for a good and just cause. And let's learn about XRP technology is the dumbest thing that I've ever heard in my life. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to my opinion. I could care less what anybody thinks of it. Okay. Dude, announcing you're going to pump at X time just gives smart money a chance to front run and or liquidity to sell to. You need to call off the pump tomorrow. People could get hurt. This is from Flare Fusion. And there's the group again. I know Easy XRP feels similar to how I feel. David, this dude's, the Good Morning guy on Twitter all the time, and he does a great, podcast and everything else, and has a YouTube channel. Also not supporting it. I know there's many people not supporting it. I know Stewart XRP not supporting it. I've talked to other people privately not supporting it. Now, that being said, I could care less. I'm going to try to act on it. I'm not going to be buying when 184,000 people are trying to buy at the same time. That's certain. But if you guys want to get into something like this, it's going to burn a lot of people. And I just really am concerned about the people that it's going to burn. I don't support this, but it is what it is. I guess we're still apparently in the Wild West of crypto. So I don't really know what else to say. Really be careful out there if you do start to see XRP pumping. And then even from a realistic standpoint, if this does work, okay, so you have to take Doge, for example. How many people were coordinated in that Doge buy, okay? And we know how Doge got. It was essentially like the most popular thing trending on Twitter, et cetera, about crypto ever, pretty much. Potentially with the exception of Bitcoin breaking all-time high for the first time in, late 2017. Doge's market cap, which was much lower than XRP, not much lower, but was lower than XRP by a great amount. You can do the math on that. So that asset inherently was easier to move than something like XRP will be. Now, am I saying they're not going to be successful whatsoever? No, I'm not saying that. I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know if these exchanges are going to hold up. We see Uphold tweeting today, to cope with exceptional demand, we're now upgrading our servers. You will not be able to log in for around 60 minutes. Rest assured, we'll be back shortly and we'll keep you updated. So apparently Uphold is going through some maintenance from the IT standpoint here to try to prepare for whatever's going to happen tomorrow. But what I am saying is, if XRP begins to move and it moves to an unsustainable level, please, I don't know. You see Doge today, I went to 8 cents, and Doge is like back at 3 cents, right? I think it's right at 3 cents right now. Yeah, 3.5 cents. So essentially what it was the first day of the pump. I don't know if this is a dead cat bounce. I saw Doge was up like 34%, but it is what it is. Again, my opinion does not have to be your opinion. I just inherently don't trust 184,000 strangers that all say they're going to quote unquote buy and hold at the same time at escalating prices. I certainly don't trust the guy that initiated this entire thing, regardless if his intentions were, to legitimately bring attention to XRP. Stating that you're not trying to manipulate the market when you're also starting a group that literally says buy and hold XRP on this date at the same time is ridiculous. Maybe I don't even know. There's really nothing else I could say about that. It's ridiculous. The price is obviously has the potential to rise. So there is a potential there for market manipulation, which I don't know. I don't really even want to get into some of the legal aspects of this, especially when people get burnt. There's a dude that sold or that sued Ripple for losing $50 worth of XRP. He bought $100 and he sold it for $50 a month later. So he lost $50 in his investment. And he sold, he's suing Ripple for stating that Ripple was selling unregistered securities in the form of XRP. I'm curious what happens when 184,000 people are involved in something and thousands of people. It doesn't even matter if it's thousands of people. One person gets burnt, and one person will certainly get burnt in this if it works. I would be probably a little bit, not even on the conservative side of saying many, many more people than one person will get hurt if something like this works. Okay. And again, we're all in this crypto space. We know that I know when I buy a digital asset, I'm selling to somebody else that's willing to pay a higher price than what I bought it for, right? That is what it is. But that is, in my opinion, kind of the honorable way to do these things, is to find these digital assets that you believe have potential in, and then let the network grow, and then you sell your portion of the digital asset for a higher price, and you ride the thing out, and then you I don't know, if you start kind of selling into pumps, etc., to try to hedge your gains, etc. But I don't know. I'm not for a coordinated buy and hold group that's obviously a coordinated pump group. It's just my opinion. I've been in XRP for almost 3 years now. I'm not going to support it. I'm all for people that want to do whatever they want to do, but you also have to understand that there's consequences and there potentially implications for the actions of some of the people that are trying to organize this thing. Again, I'm going to leave it at that. That's all I'm going to say. Now, we did see silver rallies after Reddit post about executing a short squeeze. I think many of us know that there's not as much physical silver out there that these banks have on their balance sheets as they say they do. And we also know that some of the largest powers that be have been trying to essentially hold the price of silver down for a long time, essentially by shorting it. A short squeeze is obviously when the opposite happens and the price goes up very much so in value. This is iShares, the silver trust right here. And I also found it interesting today. Now, I'm not doing this. I brought it up to Patreon asking if there's any decent ones. I just prefer to hold physical silver. That's my opinion. But this is mirrored iShares Silver Trust. Apparently, there's something through Uphold that you can also do. Again, I don't really get into any of that. I don't like whenever somebody tells me something is backed 1-to-1. I like just having it. I could care less. I don't want the backing. I just want it. So I'm curious what happens with silver tomorrow, too. We will see. It should be very, very interesting across the board with all of this stuff tomorrow. Again, Dogecoin was about 8 cents. seeing Facebook posts, seeing people go insane about Dogecoin, continue to buy. It's going to $1. Doge to $1 is trending on Twitter. That's all fine and great. But, buying into a pump that goes up 800% is certainly not smart, in my opinion. Buying into people or believing in people and what people tell you on the internet when, number one, they probably haven't even done their own research, or number two, it's on a hype train. Here's the problem, and I'm going to leave you guys with this, okay? This is the end. Saying that something is different this time than what just happened with Dogecoin is incredibly naive to me, to put it kindly. Believing that Bitcoin, especially when it hits a parabolic cycle, believing that XRP when it really hits a parabolic cycle, and we all hope that it does from a utility standpoint, even if it's not utility, even if it's just a natural cycle and XRP goes parabolic. But believing that will continue to happen and it will never go down, and that this time is different than every other time in the past, is nonsense in my opinion. Because every other time in the past, people were saying, this time is different. It's just going to keep going up. And every other time in the past, it did not keep going up. Okay? Saying that an obvious pump and dump group, or even a buy and hold group, is different than what just happened with something like Doge, which was a coordinated buy, which, by the way, was an attack on Wall Street. It was a manipulated market pump, but it was an attack on the hedge funds, right? This is completely different than that. This is a stranger-driven initiative, just like the Wall Street's bets one was, with 184,000 people involved. You have no idea what these people are doing, trying to potentially front-run buy orders and then dump on the market, even if it pumps to a certain level, with 184,000 coordinated buys at the same time. You guys do what you want to do. I've already made my plan for how I'm going to attack this thing on a personal level. I told my patrons how I was going to do it as well. But I am not participating in a coordinated buy with 184,000 other strangers to manipulate the market. I think it's dangerous. I'm not going to be a part of it. It is what it is. Hope you guys have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. And if there is news to present tomorrow, which should be very interesting, and I'm sure that I will have news, I will certainly do so. All right, later.